Hey everybody, today we finish in Song of Songs in chapter 8. Set me as a seal upon your heart, as a seal upon your arm. For love is as strong as death, passion fierce as the grave. Its flashes are flashes of fire, the very flame of the Lord. Many waters cannot quench love, neither can floods drown it. If one offered all the wealth of their house for love, it would be utterly scorned. So we have this comparison between love and death. Does that sound positive to you or negative? Is it comforting or is it terrifying? I don't know, maybe both. All I can say is that it's definitely true. Because both love and death seem unstoppable and powerful, right? It's often been noted that love can make you crazy, love can break your heart, and yet at the same time, love can be the only thing that makes life worth living. And so if love is that powerful, well, it makes sense that we need some way to rein it in a little bit. So that's why it talks about setting you as a seal on your heart or your arm, right? A seal indicates commitment. It's about belonging to one person. Love is too powerful to just let it go everywhere. And it's not something you can buy either, right? He says if you tried to buy it, people would laugh at you. Money can't buy you love. That's another famous song says. In this other comparison is that love is like fire, right? And in the same way, fire can both give life, but it can also take life. And so it needs to be treated carefully with respect. And they go a little deeper here and say that it's even the flame of the Lord, or a godlike flame, depending on how you want to translate that, because it uses a shortened form of God's name there. And if that's the way to translate it, which I think it is, then that becomes the only direct reference to God in this whole book, which I think indicates that God is the source of this passionate love that this book has been all about. Because God's love, in fact, is stronger than death. Right? The resurrection shows that the love of God can conquer death itself. It did for Jesus, and we trust that it will for us. And so, as Paul says, love never fails. Love never ends. Death does not end love. It doesn't between God and us. And we even know that it doesn't between us and our loved ones. You know, I talked at the beginning about how we don't want to just make this book all about God's love for humanity. And yet, I think we see here that it is, I think, a valid interpretation to say that this passionate desire that we have for each other that sometimes doesn't work out the way that we should, it does come from a God who desires a relationship with us, a God who pursues us no matter what it takes, no matter what it costs, because love is stronger than death.